Today we are going to do a tool called prisoner's dilemma. This is a concept from game theory that's been around a long time. You might have heard of prisoner's dilemma maybe in your MBA program or somewhere else in your education. You might have heard of it even in just general literature, but it has a significant application in business. Business decisions, particularly pricing moves in companies, is often under the influence of prisoner's dilemma, and we don't even know it. So, understanding prisoner's dilemma is a good way to kind of put that in the back of your mind as you make pricing decisions. So, let us talk about the prisoner's dilemma in the abstract, the way game theorists look at it. The scenario is this: two criminals are caught by the police. The police catch them, but they don't have enough evidence to convict the two criminals. They got some evidence, but not enough. They've taken them back and they are being interrogated. The criminals are being interrogated by the police separately. Each of the criminals is being interrogated separately, and each of them is told that if they were to betray on the other guy, they'll go scot free, provided the other guy doesn't betray. So, essentially, each of them is told they can either stay silent or they can betray. Same with the other guy, B. He can be silent or he can betray. Now, mind you, if both of them keep their mouth shut, the police don't have enough evidence to put them away for a long time. They'll each only get 6 months of prison time. However, if one betrays and the other is silent, if B is silent and A betrays, then B will get 10 years based on A's evidence. Similarly, if B betrays and A is silent, A will get 10 years based on B's evidence. And if both of them betray, they will both get 5 years. Now, what should they do? Now, you and I might say, oh, they should stay silent, both of them. But now, look at it from the point of view of those criminals. The guy is sitting in a room being just bombarded by these cops, asking questions, giving them an opportunity to kind of rat on the other guy, and that guy has to make a decision. Let me tell you something though. I don't know if you know this, but maybe you are not one of the in the criminal community. In the criminal community, there is a very simple code of ethics. Once caught, you are on your own. The only person you are interested in is you. You have no allegiance to the other guy. So, now think about it from that point of view. A is sitting there in his room being questioned. He is saying, what should I do? Should I stay silent? Should I betray? Let us think about what might happen. So, A is saying, well, what would B be doing? B might stay silent. If B is silent, A says, which of the two options is better for me? So, if B is silent, this option will give me 6 months and this option lets me go free. So, this option is better for me if he is silent. Betraying is better if B is silent. On the other hand, B could betray. If B betrays, which option is better for me? Well, this option gives me 10 years, this option gives me 5 years. So, this option is better for me. Betraying is better if B betrays. Either way, betraying is better. Ratting on the other guy is the best option for me, A concludes. So, he rats, and so does B. They both rat, and this is where they end up. But you and I know what was the best solution. The best solution was this. You see, the problem is when individual characters, when individual actors maximize what is best for them, collectively for them, they don't get the best option. That's prisoner's dilemma. This happens in pricing all the time. Each individual competitor maximizes what they think is best, and the result is the whole market is collapsed. You want to see a good example of that? Look at the airline industry in the United States. Everybody competes against each other until they are offering fares that you're wondering, I can't even drive there for that price. How do they manage this? Well, they're all clobbering themselves to back down to zero. Prisoner's dilemma occurs in many instances in business, pricing being the most common example. Understanding prisoner's dilemma allows you to understand that individual optimization of a single actor in a system is often not the best thing, even for that actor in the whole system, much less for the system itself. Understanding prisoner's dilemma allows you to make business decisions in a little bit more global sense. Give it some thought. Explain the prisoner's dilemma to somebody else and see what they think. The prisoner's dilemma.